And we are live. Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham L. Jaguar. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Rogue, the historical role-playing game. Experience the glory and decadence of Rome like never before. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Now, I was having some sound issues with Last Rites, so I'm going to see if they are solved. A moment, please. Let's see. They are solved. Big thanks to Vic for telling me. How weird. What a weird glitch. Load game. Jack 1. Finally. Let me double check that the sound is fine. But my character won't stop jumping. Yeah. Okay, the sound is good. But now my character won't stop jumping for some reason. This game. This game is glitchy. What? Again? Why my game won't stop advancing? Ah, finally. This game is nuts. Okay. Finally. Well, that's a relief. Alright. So I need to go here. Need to go here, but there must be a switch. And I was suspecting that the switch was upstairs. We go upstairs. How weird that the sound was gone. It was... I think it's mostly related because to the game being so old. As I mentioned in another video, I actually once streamed Guardian Legend and didn't notice I streamed like got the entire ending for the game and everything. And it was upside down. You watch the video and it's upside down. No, it wasn't the entire game, it was like half of it. But still. There we go. Now we need to go up. It's here. No. It's over here. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Can't open this, can't open this. The on switch. Nothing here. There is that suspicious looking room here, so... What? Can't open it. Could this be it? Need to find the switch. Oh, that sound. Ah, that was behind. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. But this is going to take us all the way up. Perhaps here. There's a switch. There it is. Yes. And here, so... Oh! How do you get there? Switch, maybe I can shoot it. Some of the switches are activated by shooting. I'm pretty sure I'm hitting the switch. But nothing happens. This one, this is the box. This is one of the boxes, so there are two boxes probably. 2 or 3. This is the right place. Save the game. Alright, alright, alright. Maybe to the left. But it's on! Very suspicious. It's definitely here. Maybe I need to go up and then try to approach it from above. Also try here. Can't open this. Come on, come on. Can't open this. Already on. Okay. Should be this one. Here, no switch. The left. It's also on. I was just thinking, can I use ducts, but no. This one is also on. Okay, I have already examined this. Can't open this. There it is. On, come on. Can't turn it on. Oh, all of these switches. They're always out of my grasp. They're supposed to be here, behind this door. But how do I open that door? Can't open this one either. It's also locked. Now this to go down. No, this is the same area. Looking around very, very carefully. If I could only just find one single switch, I'm sure it will open like a domino of doors. So frustrating. Look, it's here. Here's the off switch. Maybe if I switch to the Uzi. No, not even the Uzi. How do I get here? Ah. I have to go down again. Down the stairs. Open this. I've been here. Yes, the answer. On. Maybe the answer is here. Super dark. What is that? It's on. I was hoping it was off. That's the only switch. I've already gone through all around this area. I think I came from over here. Is there another door? There was a switch. And of course I turned it on previously. On switch. It takes me to the same place. It's on, but I can't see on the other side. This area with the boxes looks a bit suspicious though. Maybe I'm on the right track. No, go back first because well, this area looks a bit cramped with boxes and all that, so maybe it's here. It's on. It's on as well. Like there is something here, it should be behind this door. It's on! Ah. Oh, how annoying! Can't open this. I don't think it's a door. No way, all of that. Just to see that all the switches are already on. No, no, no. must be a switch. Well, there is this door. Lots of boxes here. Double check the entrance. It came from over there. Get on top of these boxes and get around. Nothing here. This is the place I came from a while ago. So I am hoping that there are sections here that I missed. On. It has to be somewhere down here. Aha, this place I was in almost at the start. So maybe going back through to this door. No, this is the door I cannot open. It's definitely down here. Okay. So instead of going through here, now this is the part with the container. It has to be here. Trying to see if I can spot something from above. That's the on switch, that's the door. A Nusi clip. Oh, this is the place with the on switch as well. I've been here already. What a labyrinth. It's here. Behind this door. I don't get it. I've activated all the switches. Is the other switch in one of these columns? Don't tell me the level glitched or something, because... And how come I can open this one but not this one? I'll have to check in a YouTube video. Let's see, let's see. Last Rites playthrough or walkthrough. Walkthrough. Here's one. I will need to locate. It's this stage, I think. He's moving around the same places. He's in the open area. Couldn't open the main door. He goes to the right door. Still in the main area. Opens the gate. Goes through the door on the side. Goes to the area with the boxes. Now he returns. He goes through the door, close to the stairs. He goes downstairs. Downstairs through the side door. Going all through the side doors at the very bottom. Area with two large gates. He also looks pretty confused, just like me. Very bottom through the... Yeah, it's not an easy area. He's also struggling. Goes into the area with the boxes. Through the illusionary wall. He's doing everything that I did. Oh, he actually does manage. How did he open that? That's the thing I couldn't do. So we're going downstairs to the very bottom, but that's the other thing that I tried, and the door won't open. No, we need to go down. It's weird because in his recording he can actually open both gates. Hope it's not glitched. So confusing. Why did that gate open? It opens when I shoot it? That's weird. Nope. Could be here. Okay, this is the illusionary wall that shouldn't be here. He also went through this part. Has to be here. Yes, thanks, Bix. No, Big. Thank you, Big. I'm also, I was a bit surprised because it never happened with this game. It's here. How do I open this? It's behind here. It's here. Fuck, how do I open this? Where is the switch? Don't tell me the level is glitched. Maybe if you open this and you try to open, it's like a trick door, like this. Ah, it has to be this. It's this one. I'm 100% sure that it's this door. But it's not opening. Ah. There it is, there's the box. There is a high chance that it's actually glitched because I just saw a video and the guy did everything that I did. The door opened. If only I could verify it somehow. If it's glitched, maybe I could glitch through the door. Walk backwards into it. No. Can't be, can't be. Is there an option to restart level? Ooh. I'll have to restart the level, there is no other way. I think it is glitched. Here we go. There's a really good chance it was glitched because the other guy in the video could open both gates at the same time in the lower area, and they could only open one. And it doesn't make sense. Hell, yeah. Just in case, I am conserving my energy this time. Close to the radar. The map. time I'm going to be extremely methodical. I'm not going to move from a single floor until I find out every single little secret about this floor. Time to use the headlamp. Scanner. On. Wow, it's a good thing I had a shotgun equipped. Ah! Which careful with the barrels. Save it again. That's much better. Now I can keep better track of switches that I activate. Can't open this one. Okay. Even though he was shooting. Which sleep medkit. It's crazy how much energy the headlamp drains. I just turned off my headlamp and the energy is the energy consumption is pretty decent. What is the yellow mark? This is the area with all the zombies, no? What? Can't open it. Okay. What was it? Weird. They're below us. They open this now. No. Can't open this either. On. They open it. Nothing here but ammo. Oh. Okay. Have to re-exit. I am not using my headlamp. It's always, it drains so much energy, so the radar actually stays on for a long while. So that's the part of the secret of this game. You have to keep the radar on, but never use the headlamp. And open this. Not yet. No, I think it's... Ah, yeah, there it is. Open this either. Okay. Hurt someone. What? Down there. Well, yes, I want to explore down there, but I also want to make sure that the other doors can be opened. There's a switch. On. On as well. Okay. These corridors all look the same. Over here. Okay. I think this should have opened the main door that takes us to the area with the metal fences, metal barriers. How's it going, Jaguar? Welcome, Josh. It's doing good. At first I had like a sound issue with this game, but thanks to Big letting me know, I restarted the stream and now it's working fine. But I actually had to restart this level. And how's it going, Josh? Are you doing good with the landscaping and with Roger's computer? That sounds very exciting, right? Now we can, maybe down the line, plan some PC games with Roger. Or some multiplayer mayhem. Right? Oh! Yes. Okay. To the left. There it is. Yeah, I just came in from working on the grass. Have to take it in spurts. The good thing is that you breathe in the fresh air and the sunlight. Benefits your body a lot. Can't get enough of those these days. Air and sunlight. His computer is pretty solid, gonna work on it some more tomorrow after I take him to the doctor in the morning. Oh! I hope he's okay. I hope it's nothing too serious. Oh! What the... Ah yeah, the zombies with machine guns. Oh, fuck. But it's weird because they look modified. These zombies with machine guns, looks as if somebody did a work on them, like, they look a bit like Frankenstein monster. Oh, there's one of the crates. And of course...
We have located the first container, and we've also found what's left of Beat's team. Message received. Too bad about Beat's team.
It's funny because these are supposed to be essential supplies, you know, like medicines and food, but they also had like a picture of a nude woman. Well, I guess you could say that's also essential, right? Sometimes there isn't anyone available for action, so you need to make do somehow. That's also part of surviving. Alright, so we have one of the supply crates. What? The radar? No energy? What? Well, this is where I got stuck the other time. So hopefully now, hopefully, we are no longer stuck because the game, it looks like it glitched in the previous time I took on this level. But now, like I restarted the level, it should be fine. What kind of session are you running Sunday? It's called it's another one-shot scenario. It's called the Lorraine State. No, it's a module, but of course I'm going to modify it. Just like La Cena, it's a bit lackluster if you run it as it is. You need to add your special touch to it. No, it's not here. Could it be around here? Yes, it's going to be 5 participants as well. It came almost out of nowhere. You know Miguel from Red Room Publishing. That's when I asked him, Miguel, are you interested in playing Traveler with us? And he was like, oh, I don't know if I can. I have a counter proposal. Can you run a game of Cult for us? And Miguel, well, he's my friend and sponsor. So of course I accepted. But then I told him, are you sure you can't play? Because we are very flexible. We're actually playing on Tuesday early in the day. And he said, oh, really? I actually can play because Miguel is in Portugal. So that's how I got like a double session with Miguel. He's playing Traveler on the 27th, right? It starts on the 27th. And we're playing Cult Divinity Lost on Sunday. It's going to be awesome because this is the first time that Miguel and Sylvia and company, that is Sylvia, his wife, they experienced the El Jaguar session. I'm really enjoying Cult. I only had like the PDF they sent me for review a long time ago, but now I'm considering perhaps getting the physical book just to have it handy. Yes, it is, Josh. There's also one of my viewers, Mr. A. He was also interested in playing a tabletop RPG, but he's very private. He didn't want to use camera on Discord, but I told him, hey, no problem, we are using the camera in StreamYard. And he said, oh, that's cool. But I forgot to mention that I always record my sessions. Maybe he won't want to appear recorded. It looks like he was some sort of rock star, like a black metal star back in the days. I'm not really knowledgeable about many things of black metal. I only know like the memes and the more famous ones, like Hieronymus, Barg, you know, Mayhem, I love that. Not here. And I also suspect that he hasn't like played a role play session, you know. Maybe it's the typical session of can my character attempt. What kind of music are you into? Like all my life, I've never been like a big music fan. Like I've always been into video games, into anime, manga, and I only heard like every now and then like a song I like. So you could say I'm a bit eclectic, because sometimes I like how you say, rock pop, but other times I like heavy metal. If I were to sum up my general taste in music, I would say heavy metal and mostly heavy metal. Yeah. but not like a big fan. Like, oh, he knows all of the bands and all of the names and all the. It's just something that happened throughout the years. You know, Black Maiden, Black Sabbath. mm, Some of the Metallica ones. I actually like didn't really get into Metallica. I also like Therion. Although that could be considered a bit like alternative heavy metal. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Although, like for example, in school, every time like they answered something like, "Okay, everybody, tell us your favorite rock group or whatever," and I was like, I was trying to figure out something that was appropriate, and because it was Catholic school, if you said like something that they considered satanic, if I were to say, well, I like the song of 666, the number, the beast, you know. No way, that would be dangerous. It would be really, really dangerous. Are you familiar with Kung Fury? No, not really. Are they good, Josh? I should check them out. And what kind of music are you into, Josh? Were you like a music guy? And funny enough, I always get along with people that are in bands and groups and musicians. So sometimes it is a YouTube film short. We should watch it one day, definitely. Like the other, like the Headhunter film, So sometimes I wonder if back in the day, if I should have gotten into like a band. Back in high school, they were very, very confusing times, and even college. So I really had some difficulty finding my way. But that could be like an alternative reality, right? What if Abraham became a heavy metal star? Although I would clash with a lot of their, not all of them, right? But some of the people in those areas, they are like into drugs and rock and roll and sleeping around. That's really not my thing. In fact, that's how I got to know more or less Barg. He thought that we were similar, but he's a bit of a hypocrite. And I was like, Barg, what are you doing eating processed food? Barg, you said it was all natural. Or Barg, why are you saying that technology is bad when you spend like 20 hours a day playing Mountain Blade? You know. This is already on. So yes, I think I will have clashed with some of the people in those scenes because I am very, very strict. Sometimes they say I'm as strict as a Jedi. I played metal guitar for years, worked in the music sales industry, was a manager at a store for many a moon. Wow, that is amazing. That is very interesting from the Full Metal Josh lore. The Full Metal Josh lore. And was there like a reason you got out of that lifestyle? Never did anything big, just a bedroom musician. Ah, I see. Well, that could make sense, right? Because sometimes, if it's a passion project, it's not always like sustainable, right? Sometimes like you want to get a bit more profit. Because I have heard that from other people that I know that, oh well, I was into this, but it was more like a side thing, or really never really caught on the fame or whatnot. It's a bit like those that design tabletop RPGs. If You are not like very, very popular. You simply cannot make like a living the entire life out of it. Oh no, this again! It's the same fucking thing. Why won't this open? Fuck! Oh, why won't this open? What do I need to do to open this? No radar? Yes, scan around. Scan around. There's something yellow. There is a yellow thing. What is that yellow thing? That's the thing that I need to recover, yes. But see, but it's on the other side of the... Oh, fuck. Where is it? Where is it? Be a switch. Save the game, save the game. There are just so many musical talented folks out there these days. I have left that to the professionals. Yes, it's fiercely competitive, right? And you also need your contacts. If you take a look at the most successful musicians out there, they belong to certain groups. Certain groups beyond the groups, right? That's why a lot of people get disillusioned, but never feel disheartened about that, because it also has to do about the groups that are supporting you behind the curtains, the agendas that you are running. That's also very obvious in tabletop RPGs with the whole DEI and even video games, right? Suddenly people that decades ago didn't do anything about the woke ideals, and suddenly, oh no, we must protect the diversity and inclusion. And you're like, how come you weren't so preachy about that 10 or 20 years back, huh? Only when it was profitable? How very interesting, how convenient. I wish that the radar also pointed out the switches, because I think it only points out the supplies that you need to get here. Ah! I don't remember if this was... No. I'm looking for a switch. Headlamp. No wonder you can't turn on the headlamp. What? I ran out of energy. Fuck. It is too different now too. Every kid has an endless access to practice from the masters at a click of the button. Crazy how good they get. You guys were having a blast this morning. Hope it went super well. Yeah, Kuroshiro Nova, she's so cool. Very cool lady from Madagascar. And her voice. Speaking of talent, right? That's also a bit disappointing. People like her should get more exposure. She was actually considering quitting being a VTuber just a week ago. But all of her fans, they gathered together and they pooled the resources and gave her who knows how many donations. Now she's doing fine. I don't know her situation, but as I understand, Madagascar is one of the poorest among the poorest countries in the world. They have it really rough up there. Now I'm guessing she's doing pretty decent and very well off, because those VTuber modules, they cost who knows how many hundreds if not thousands of dollars depending on how advanced the module is. Oh, this door! How the fuck do you open it? Oh, yeah. If only they could open that door. Ah. What to do. There's gotta be a switch. Gotta be a fucking switch. Look, there's the entrance. You move over here, you take the box. How annoying. And Bronzebeard Tavern, that game is free, Josh. If you didn't hear me mention it in the stream, Bronzebeard Tavern is a free PC game. Maybe we should play it with Roger one of these days and see how we run the tavern. Maximum of 8 players. Roger was also there in the stream. I think you saw him as well. Imagine running the tavern with 8 players. That would be crazy. Super fun though, I bet. Oh crap, it's like I didn't make any progress with this. When I was much younger, I used to surprise my friends because it looked as if I had like a sixth sense, like some sort of intuition in video games. Very ridiculous because every time I could solve like a level, I would just go like in a trance, and I would always find the switch. Also with Banjo-Kazooie, you know that game where you need to find a bunch of stuff. I always found the musical notes and puzzle pieces. If there is something left of that video game intuition, let it be active right now. Already went through there. And you mentioned that you purchased a few tabletop RPGs, right, Josh? And I told you about the... what was it called? G-Men and Gangsters game. Which ones did you get? Where is the switch? That's one of the switches, but it's already on. Already on. The same rule. Oof. I'm also very suspicious. Why is this door the only one opening? Could it be a puzzle? Let's wait for it to close and then I'm shooting it. And it opens. I rush. Rush all the way. Oh. Oh, how very confusing. Picked up the White Wolf Tales from the Pressing 13, then the Gumshoe Games, Esso Terrorist, Mutant City Blues, and Fear itself. Okay. Yes, like I said, Gumshoe is a good system. You just need to roleplay it. It is communicated horribly, but and with the whole fail forward, and I like it for the King in Yellow. I have the King in Yellow tabletop RPG. I have to run that one of these days. Ah. Let's check this area again. I figured after reading through them, worst case scenario, I can just use that flavor for any system for cop detective stuff. Uh-huh. Yes, but you already know. You know the workings of roleplay, so I have no doubt whatsoever that you can easily take the system and roleplay it. Like another one of my sayings, I didn't keep on using that saying because it sounds a bit dumb, but it's true. You can roleplay any tabletop RPG. If it's a tabletop RPG, of course you can roleplay. Cult Traveler, do a Morkborg spin-off. Uh-huh. It's easy enough to do that. Oof. Is there a switch here? I already used this one. They don't write books for you to roleplay, sadly. Yes, because like I have said a bit before, that is what your channel is for, though. Yeah. If the publishers started to tell people how to roleplay, a lot of them they are not interested in that. They just want like a sit at the table and talk with beer and pretzels. So you would be losing half of the hillbilly population. All of the Hicks and hillbillies, like rednecks and whatnot, you would lose them as clients. But if you tell them, hey, yeah, it's a conversation, and tell the story, and they're like, oh well, I have conversations. I have conversations every day of my life, and I tell stories, so I know how to play it. But if you go like, in order to play a role, you need to describe your character's actions, and they go, no, that's too complicated. 2-digit IQ cannot understand. Exactly, not only that, people would figure out they don't need a ton of books. Exactly, again, Gary Gygax's fault. He started with, we need a rule for that. Release 10 splat books. That's what part of why Dave Arneson and Gary Gygax they got into a fight, not like a fist fight, right? Like they didn't see eye to eye in the end. You will leave it to people like us that like dissecting the books, because that's the Dave Arneson legacy. And Dave Arneson, like, he never really forgave Gary. He was like, this isn't the game, this isn't how you play it. But Gary, well, he needed the money. He had left his shoe repair business, and there was another thing, right? So he relied completely on that for income. So I wonder if he could have handled things differently. I wonder. Maybe he could have... Well, he didn't understand roleplay, that was the main problem. The main problem was that Gary didn't understand roleplay, so even if he wanted to communicate roleplay to the players... What was that on switch? I already used it, it's to activate one of the doors. I'm looking for an off switch. But I can't seem to find it, so if you see a switch with a red off, let me know. Perhaps some of you already know this, but when Gary Gygax first played in one of Dave Arneson's games, the only game that he played, I think, with Dave Arneson, he was fascinated. He was like, whoa, like roleplay, wow, right? But he never got it. He went back to his house, set up like a game with his adoptive son, Robert Kuntz. Never could understand. They simply couldn't understand how Dave did it. And because Dave Arneson, he was not very much, how you say, not very eloquent in communicating roleplay. He couldn't tell them, like, you describe your character's actions in the present, you don't speak to the game master or dungeon master. You know what's really funny, Josh? You know the author of Inkforged. Inkforged is a decent tabletop RPG, but the author, I criticized that from the game. I told, well, this guy wants you to have a conversation and tell stories. He's not communicating roleplay, and he got really a bit mad about it, but in a very wokester way. So I was like, but don't you understand that this is from the very origins of roleplay? Dave Arneson, the creator of roleplay, he did it like that. And here is where he messed up. Here is where he messed up big time. He said, listen to this. Well, I used to know Dave Arneson, and he never did it like that. Big mistake. Do you know why? Do you know why, Josh? Because Dave Arneson actually had a session here in YouTube. Some guy that deleted his channel a long time ago, he actually had a complete Dave Arneson session in one of the conventions. And when one of the players in his game started to have an out-of-character conversation with Dave Arneson completely ignored him. He skipped his turn and went on with the others because Dave Arneson never went out of character. So it's funny when you meet these so-called experts and you're like, and when I told him, yeah, exactly. And I told this guy, I told him, thank you for proving how dishonest you are, because I actually saw Dave Anderson running a session. And then he didn't continue the discussion. He got cut in the act. Why do that, right? Why? It's because that ego, that clash, that they think, oh no, now people are going to know that I've been running very lame ass games all my life. Just accept that you failed at that because you didn't have the knowledge. Just like I failed in my very first tabletop RPG sessions because I learned Dungeons and Dragons from the introductory box set. I didn't know crap about roleplay, and I have no problem whatsoever admitting that I don't know, that I didn't know how to roleplay. So yeah, that's clown world stuff. Always the ego. Always the ego. It's like that piece of shit. Maybe you have seen him, Josh. The DM Bloodworth. You know, I had him for the Behind the Wall session. And he was going out of the present. Describing in and then I did the video and said, well, the session went pretty good, but... And he didn't read the Discord channels. He didn't know about the system. He didn't read crap. He fucking hillbilly. Fat ass, bald, fucking hillbilly. And I said he didn't follow the instructions, what we agreed upon. And then he went and said a video that no, Abraham actually didn't validate when I roleplay. And I told him through a video, Point me, and I got him. I kicked him out of my Discord channel from back then, from my Discord server. Told him, point me. Listen, you fuck. Point me the exact minute where I didn't validate your in-present roleplay. And he was like, no, no, no. Oh, you did. No, 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 no. I watched the entire video, and I actually did. I watched the entire video. Never happened. I told him. Right now, shut the fuck up, or tell me where you see me not validate your roleplay. Give me the timestamp, you fucker. Give me the timestamp, or it didn't happen. And you can watch it. You can watch my behind the wall session. And you know what happened? He saw roleplay, and he realized if my viewers realize that I don't know crap about roleplay, they are going to stop watching my channel. They are going to stop participating in my games, in the conventions. Fucking fat ass, disgusting, inbred hillbillies. I swear. I have yet to meet a single one of those fuckers that is worth a damn. Well, King of the Hill, guys. They belong in one of those like Beavis and Butthead shows. Seriously. It doesn't look like I can find the switch. Maybe later tonight I will like pull an all-nighter to find the switch because it's crazy. I cannot find it. Oof. Well, save the game. Save the game. Hell, Jag. Well, thank you, Josh, and thank you, Big, for watching this live stream. Let's see. Like, at the least, why wouldn't someone just watch 10 minutes of one of your sessions? That is all you need to know what the vibe is. Yes, it's always a question of ego because it exposes ignorance. It happens with everything in life, not only in roleplay. It's like that lady, she was like a naturalist, a biologist in the past. And she said, hey guys, there are actually very, very large spiders, the size almost of a saucer plate. And the entire scientific community laughed at her. They pretty much shunned her, I forget her name. And this is one of many cases. And until after many years later, they proved that they're actually really, really large spiders, you know, the huntsman spiders. She was talking about the huntsman spider in Australia. It always happens like that. You have to be the shining beacon among the bunch of NPCs. Not to mention, read your rules for the session. Exactly, he didn't read crap because those people, they don't read. Reading too hard. You know, like, you know, in Beauty and the Beast, do you remember Gaston? How can you read this? There are no pictures, you know? So thank you, Josh, and thank you to everyone else, and thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. Not to mention, read. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. And remember, level up in game and level up in life. Tomorrow I will continue with more live streams. This is the last live stream for tonight. Once again, thank you. Have a great rest of your evening, day, wherever you are. See you later.